It might be time to celebrate 1,000 days, but honestly, it feels like 1,000 years since we've seen anybody other than Roman Reigns hold a world title in WWE. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling for tonight's SmackDown preview for the 2nd of June 2023. We are getting the 1,000 day celebration for the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns. And I said it feels like 1,000 years since somebody held a world title, and I know what people are going to say. They're going to say, well, Roman Reigns has only held one of these belts for 1,000 days. The other one was last held by Brock Lesnar, and I get that. But Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, that feud for the title, honestly, at this point, it feels ages away. I can barely even remember it. It feels like a different lifetime that happened. And then other people will say, well, you know, Raw's got a world champion now and Seth Rollins is the champ. And I'm going to completely disagree with that. That world title that's on Raw is a world title by name only. It doesn't feel important, it doesn't feel special, and it certainly doesn't feel on a par with the belt that Roman Reigns has. Now, I know when they had the brand split back in the day, 2002, there was the world title and there was the WWE title. And whether you like it or not, the world title was always considered secondary to the WWE title. However, there was periods during the brand split where the world title felt a lot closer to the WWE Championship, and then there was periods where it did not feel close. And I think when you look at like 2011, 2012 on SmackDown, when you had your likes of Daniel Bryan, Big Show, Mark Henry, Alberto Del Rio, Christian, Randy Orton, Jack Swagger, when those guys were going after the World Heavyweight Championships round about that time, that is when the World Championship felt like it was a million miles away from the WWE Championship on Raw. And honestly, this new title feels even further away than that did from the Universal title. So we can say that Seth Rollins is a champ or whatever, but he doesn't feel like a world champ. Honestly, that feels like another mid-card belt. But anyway, the point is, guys, Roman Reigns tonight will mark the 1,000 day celebration for his undisputed WWE Universal Championship reign. The big question is, who's going to be at this celebration? Who's going to be at this party? Because the last time he was in the ring with his blood, he got super kicked by Jimmy Uso. Not once, but twice. So, I mean, is it possible that Reigns and Solo might have to go this one solo, pun intended? Or could we see some sort of interference? Or will Roman Reigns want answers? Will he demand the Usos out? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. I believe that they're probably going to set up a tag team match for SummerSlam. I think that's what it looks like at the moment. So Reigns and Solo versus Jimmy and Jay. It's a kind of match that I think suits having the tag titles on the line, but at the same time, it's like, I'm glad Roman Reigns doesn't have any more belts. The guy's got enough. But if they were going to put the tag belts on him, you could almost accept it for this one match. However, they decided not to, and I assume that we will get that tag match. You know what? I mean, it should be pretty good. The Bloodline now, it looks like the story's coming to an end. It's imploding. I guess we'll see the Usos leave first, and then possibly we'll have Solo and Roman Reigns go one-on-one for the Universal Championship. We might get that, we might not, but tonight we're getting 1,000 day celebration, so we'll see what happens there inside the Monegon Sun Arena at Kaze Plaza. Raw's Cody Rhodes is booked to appear at tonight's taping, but it remains to be seen if he will be on TV. He is advertised locally to face fellow Raw superstar The Miz in a dark match. So, I mean, nice to see WWE keeping the brand split alive here. You know, keeping good to their word that Raw superstars would remain on Raw and SmackDown superstars would remain on SmackDown. This whole draft thing's a mess. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much you love the WWE. You can be the biggest WWE defender ever. You've got to admit, this whole draft, this brand split has been a disaster. An absolute disaster. We give Brock Lesnar a free agent status as if it's some sort of like privilege because he's Brock, but then he shares that same status with bums like Baron Corbin and Mustafa Ali. It's like, what the fuck is this, honestly? What sense does that make? So yeah, I'm not going to go into it. We've already seen the first week of the draft. They've already got SmackDown guys competing for the Raw World title. That's when you knew this thing wasn't going to work, guys. It was over on week 1. So, I mean, whatever. Will we see Cody Rhodes tonight on the main show? Who knows? And to be honest, who really cares? But we'll also get the fallout for Night of Champions. And we have a couple of Money in the Bank qualifying matches. We have Lacey Evans taking on Selena Vega for the Women's Money in the Bank qualifier. And on the Raw side, we have LA Knight versus Montez Ford to qualify for the Raw Money in the Bank ladder match. Who's going to win this one? Vega or Evans, I'm not too sure. I mean, I think Vega has recently just had a title shot, so maybe she's the favourite. Evans hasn't really been doing much. We've not seen Evans on TV as of late for a long time, but I feel like there's more potential with Lacey Evans. I feel like she could maybe go somewhere if given the right push. So I think Lacey Evans will win this one, but we'll just have to wait and see. I'm going to go with Evans to beat Selena Vega, but I mean, it depends. They could easily go with Vega. I don't think it makes a big difference. It's just depending if they really want an LWO member in there. And then we have LA Knight taking on Montez Ford. Look, LA Knight deserves to be, and I don't often use that term deserves, because I don't think anybody deserves anything until they achieve it, but when you look at LA Knight, the guy is just different from everyone else, man. This guy gets it, this guy knows it, this guy looks like a pro wrestler, and most of the people in the company do not. I want LA Knight to win, I want LA Knight to be successful. I think it'd be damn near criminal if this guy didn't get a world title run. I mean, this guy really should be in the main event scene. He's not getting any younger. I believe he's 41 now. So yeah, it's now or never for LA Knight. He needs to start winning matches. He needs to start getting a big push. I think he should beat Montez Ford. The only thing I will say about Montez Ford is that he is athletic, and I think he would be suited to the Money in the Bank ladder match. But nah, I'm going to go for LA Knight. I think he should win. And hopefully he wins the whole thing, guys. And hopefully he's world champ soon. I just feel like Roman Reigns' title run is legit held so many fucking people back that were and should have been in that world title picture, but just haven't been because of Roman Reigns. So yeah, Roman Reigns, thanks for everything. You've completely ruined the main event scene for the past 4 years. Fantastic. And that's it, guys. That's your SmackDown preview. Not a lot to talk about, but I guess we'll find out what happens tonight. So we've got the Roman Reigns celebration, Cody Rhodes appearing or not appearing, dark match or no dark match. I guess we'll find out, or maybe we won't find out if he doesn't appear. Who knows what Cody Rhodes is doing? Maybe he'll be hiding behind the curtains in Gorilla. Then we've got the two Money in the Bank qualifiers. I'm going with Lacey Evans and LA Knight. That's my predictions, guys. There's the preview. Let me know what you think down below. I'll catch you in the review tomorrow. And of course, until next time, being Fog Wrestling. Thanks for watching and peace.